Hello, my friends, it's Irene in here again. So, about today's stream, I have to tell you that I don't know how it's going to be. People that are seeing this on a channel is different because I'm probably going to dream things. But I have to tell you that I might actually not feel very well during the stream today. And I might actually disappear for some bits and come back again, okay? Because I haven't been feeling very well. This has to do with so I used to be there was a moment in my life that I went full on vegan. Then I started seeing that I really wanted to continue eating eggs and all of it, so I went vegetarian. And I was like consuming lettuce every day. And then recently, it was like, I think like in a year or less than that, I had like the E. coli bacteria. Yeah, it was because of the lettuce. You know, it happens a lot with the lettuce. And since then, it was terrible for me. And since then, I haven't been able to recuperate, okay, from that situation. It's every time I eat lettuce, I have like some kind of an issue, and that's why I ended up like kind of leaving the vegetarian diet since then, because you know it's been really hard on me. I still keep eating my vegetables and beans and all of it because I love them, but lettuce has been put a bit on the side, you know, because it's a bacteria that is very persistent, and it's really bad when you actually get it. And it's not because, you know, I was always very thorough with my lettuce, which is like, it was not just washing, it was like putting a bit of vinegar and all of it, you know, to kind of like take out the bacteria and all of it. And it actually happened in in an occasion where I actually ate out. Okay, yeah. But since then, you know, my body does not handle, and it's been almost an year, and my body hasn't been able to actually handle very well the lettuce back again. I don't know, you know, that's it. It's a very persistent thing. And yeah, so sometimes I kind of like go back and eat again, you know, to see if the body starts adjusting back again. But it doesn't happen, and then I get like this. I get a bit bad about it. So yeah, like going to the toilet all the time. Yeah, that's what I mean. So it happened yesterday, but yeah, see, like I'm still feeling it. So it's horrible. Well, what I mean is, yeah, during the stream I might actually leave for a bit, you know, and then come back. So let's go into this. Today I am bringing you talents, and I do not know nothing about this one. It only says, ready to take on the game development world. Play as an aspiring game writer and designer who dives into a business partnership with a rowdy crew of talented co-founders, aiming to conquer the game development industry through their shared stories, love, and relentless determination. Will you write your way to the top? And apparently we have, I only see 4 in here, but they are saying that we actually have 6 routes in here that we can do. I mean, this is just a demo, okay? There's that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6. Another thing is that they also tell us, at least like in here, that the only part that is fully voice act is the prologue, and the rest is not. Which I actually think it's cool that they are alerting us about this, because there was like this game that you probably know about it. I played the demo. I was very enthusiastic about it. It was like Crimson Spiral, something like that, okay? And then when I bought the game, after the part of the demo, you wouldn't have any more voice acting. So I felt betrayed, honestly. I felt betrayed because there was like nothing. Maybe nowadays you go to their page and you actually see something. But during the time that I got the game, it was like there was no description about it. That the game would just be like voiced at the beginning for the demo, basically. And the full game didn't actually had like the voice. I felt very betrayed, to be honest. So this is from developer Izumi Games, and let me see. No, it's completely out here. Yeah, it's completely out. I was actually thinking that it was one of those that wasn't. Yeah, but it's completely out. It's from 2023. Yeah, so you can actually get it. So let's I don't know if it's going to be a bit stretched for you because I have like a tiny window in here. I'm going to try to read the best I can when it's like these tiny windows. I don't actually know if it's going to be too loud. Still need to see. Enter your name, then press OK. Alice. It can be. Yeah, note only the prologue will be fully voiced. The rest of the game will include partial voice acting. Yeah, this is important for you to know, you know, because after, if you get like I get like the other one, you feel betrayed, you know, you just feel betrayed. So, Pangarap City, good. A place of hustlers, pollution, a high crime rate, and human civilization. Yet a city full of hope, dreams, and ambitions. This place is a central business district with a growing economy and a diverse population. It's home to the most prominent entertainment companies and talents. Film, music, writing, animation, and even the game development industries. Every industry competes with world-class quality. Movies, music, fashion, culture, this city influences the world in a massive way. Hence, the city is always bustling. This place is different from the countryside I used to live in. Though I do miss the fresh air and green scenery in life, there are times when you long for an adventure. To reach dreams you could never achieve from your comfort zone. I came here to pursue my dream of becoming a game writer. I want to use my storytelling skills to create games that allow players to experience my stories firsthand and through their decisions. So, like probably like the real game writer talking about herself, I don't know. In here, maybe. I have many stories to share, and I believe the world needs them. That's why I'm in this city where major creativity companies reside. The reality, however, is harsh.
Thank you for calling customer service. This is Merida. How can I help you?
The competition in the game development industry is fierce. As an inexperienced game writer and designer, I have faced numerous rejections. But I won't give up. I won't return to my hometown and will keep applying for jobs until I succeed. So here I am in the only industry that currently accepts me. Yeah. We are in my country, we are facing a real crisis with jobs in terms of like these two, which is like you can only have a job if you have experience on it. In here, at least, it's like that. And it's getting into a point where the youth cannot get into it. And even if you are older, sometimes you cannot get into it because what you know how to do, they don't need you. They need you for things that you actually don't have experience. So it's like a crisis in here, you know, and you end up doing like these type of call center jobs, which are not easy, but yeah. Customer service. It's not my ideal job, but at least this job pays the bills. So it is true. It is true.
Oh, is there anything I can help you with?
I paid in advance last month. Why is there no internet connection?
I'm sorry to hear that. Let me pull up your account so I can check. Can I have your account number, please?
10920052. Soma Shin.
All right. I see what's happening here. The last payment you made for last month was $152. Since you're on a $100 plan, the $52 excess is already reduced from this month's bill.
Oh, I see. Let me check if... Is there a way for me? Probably not. No, it is the opacity that kind of messes with my mind. But yeah, sure, let's continue.
You still have a remaining $48 for this billing month. You would need to pay it in full before you're due in order to avoid disconnection.
This is ridiculous. I want my internet back.
Sometimes you think like, oh, these people, they call and they are like these. Let me tell you. Sometimes I've worked in the customer service a lot of times. And sometimes when you are working with this type of situation, you kind of need to put yourself in the other person's shoes. It's kind of like that. And that's why sometimes you start seeing that the person is kind of feeling angry and all of it. So it's better if you try to do that and calm yourself and kind of like, yeah, like this person has a situation that they are not liking it, and okay, yes, it's because he didn't pay the thing. Yeah, sure, okay. No one is saying that it isn't something, but let me tell you, like, I think it was yesterday that I received my bill for my... It's a package, because in here it's like it comes in package. I know in America you do not pay for TV. Okay? In Europe we pay for TV. We need to pay for it. Otherwise you won't have television. Yes. You probably didn't know about this. So what they do is like they give you like a package, which is internet, phone, and TV. And sometimes I'm like, dudes, I just want the internet, and they are like, but we only like sell in the package thing. And you're like, oh my god, because you always need to pay more. When it's a package, you always need to pay more. When you're like, I just need the internet. So yesterday I received like a bill, which was, I had an issue with my data on my phone. So yeah, I had to call the customer service because of that. So yesterday I received a bill because of my call for them to the customer service, because just a call, and I received a bill for that. I was like, what? I mean, I have a situation. I am trying, with your service, I'm having a situation with your service. I am trying to resolve the situation with you, so I need to call you, and you even charge me because I called you. It's like, what? So yeah, you kind of need to put yourself. Yeah, of course I'm going to pay, and of course, but isn't this a bit insane? Wasn't this supposed to be a service that would be given by the company in itself? Since you are having an issue with their service. It's like, this is out of this world. But yeah, sure, and sometimes when you are like this, when you are in this type of customer service, sometimes you have situations like this. And honestly, yeah, I would just like call back and say like, yeah, I am pissed with this situation. I mean, what is this? Your service has like a defect, right? I am calling you to tell you there's like an issue, and you're like, yeah, sure, we will help you, but we are going to charge. It's like, but the issue came from your part, not mine. You are the ones providing me this service. What the heck is this? Like, so honestly, yeah. Okay, this is another situation which has to do with payment. But sometimes you kind of need to put yourself. It's hard, people call you and they are like mad and all of it. And honestly, I had calls of like, you have no idea of like, yeah, I don't even want to remember that. But you kind of have to, have like an open mind sometimes when you're doing this type of customer service, call center kind of thing, which is like, okay, the person probably has like an issue, and it's pissed off. And you kind of need to, be patient about it. Be patient about it. Sometimes it's more like that.
Once you've paid the remaining balance, the internet will automatically be back in no time.
Can't you do it now? I'm in a hurry here.
Like I said, you need to pay the remain...
Truth is, get your manager now.
I'm sorry if you're frustrated right now, but I already told you...
She's doing an excellent job, though, yeah.
Fuck your company. Your internet's slow, but when it's due, you're faster at cutting out the connection.
That is also kind of like true. It is true what he's saying, actually. Sometimes he's like that. Because yeah, it's like I have a real issue with my provider. And there's competition. There's like 2 other companies that has competition. But because of the layout of my home, they need to get like a technician to come in here, and the technician needs to do a lot of things to be able to put the freaking internet in here. Okay, like you have like no idea. They need to bring like certain tools and certain things, whatever. So I keep having the same provider, which is a freaking shit, honestly. And the provider that I have is like the worst in the market. So yeah, sometimes I also have like the issues that this guy was like, the internet is slow, and sometimes I don't even have. Like, there are moments that I'm in here with you, and so, like the other time, but that was the electricity. But I had times where I was actually having like a gathering, like a reunion, with people from my company in here, and the internet provider just, there was like this failure, and we were 10 hours without internet, like 10 hours. It was like nothing at the end. It was like just a little thing, but since the technician took a lot of time to reach like the central whatever, 10 hours. Do you think they discounted that amount of time from my bill? Oh, they didn't. And if you complain about it, you are going to be billed because you called them to complain about it. Do you understand what I'm trying to say here? It's like, this is insane. So yeah, sometimes it's like that. I am not going to be the one in here saying like this caller person is like a stupid person. No, because sometimes you do have issues with the companies. Okay, you do have.
Get me the manager now. I'll have you fired.
Then all I can hear are beeps. He apparently got cut off for some reason. That was close. Hopefully he doesn't call again, or if he does, I hope he doesn't reroute to me. I sighed in relief as I realized there were no more calls waiting for me. Oh yeah, really? How did you manage that? Because when I was in call center, you always had calls. There was like no stopping. Really, no stopping. That was a close one. I never know when a frustrated customer will call and how their negativity might affect me. But I try to stay positive and remind myself that they are just humans dealing with their own problems. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, and sometimes, honestly, I had like a lot of situations where I was like telling, usually more like the lady on the other side, like, listen, this is the situation. You can see my situation, can't you? Like, it's like, can't you empathize with these? and it depends the person on the other side. I really like that. I stretched my arms and took in the beautiful cityscape view through the large glass windows. This is one of the things I love about my job. The view of skyscrapers and a busy city is a stark contrast to the countryside I used to live in, and it's always fascinating to watch. As I gazed out the window, I noticed a cloud in the sky that looked like a dragon. My imagination ran wild and I was transported to a medieval setting, reminding me of the Otome game I played last night. Otome. In this case it would be Otoge. Otome, it means maiden. Otoge is what it actually means, Otome games. An Otome game is a type of visual novel or dating sim game designed for a female audience, typically involving romantic relationships with male characters. Yeah, true. That dragon turned prince love interest always gets me. A dragon turned prince, okay. The view outside always sparks my imagination and takes me to new and exciting places.
Wait, why?
All of a sudden, a co-worker went by the window to bring down the blinders.
For us not to get distracted, supervisor says.
I glanced over at our supervisor, who was deeply focused on her work at her cubicle. She looked so serious, typing away on her laptop. As much as I admire her dedication, her presence made me realize that the one thing I loved about my job was now gone. I couldn't enjoy the beautiful cityscape view as freely as I used to. I turned my attention back to my computer screen, which only added to my growing sense of disappointment. The view outside was not only visually pleasing, but it also helped me rest my eyes from the screen's radiation. It was a much-needed break from the monotony of work, but now even that small comfort was taken away. Despite the difficulties I faced at work, I was proud to have saved up enough to live in a studio-type apartment. The apartment had a stunning view of the city with the lights twinkling like stars at night. I had to put up a good fight to secure this specific unit, but it was worth it. Yeah, you were able to get at least an apartment. Most of us, we are not even able to have that. Sad but true. Even though I was able to afford my apartment, I was still far from being financially comfortable. Especially in here is impossible. We are facing this. It's more like in my country is the housing crisis, but it's also a job one. So it's both of them. It's just I think we are reaching a point, and I know it's not only in here in Europe. I think we are reaching a point where the bubble is going to burst sooner or later. Honestly, I'm really feeling it. I had to work hard to make ends meet, but I was determined to make it work. Alright, my publisher will upload the latest chapter of my novel today. I hope my 100,000 weekly readers will love it, and she has a lot. Sweet Pie 47, here it is. I've been waiting for this. Highlighter Princess. Prince Dominic is dreamy as usual. Broke Gamer 88. I want more. I can't wait for the next chapter. Cute Huh Cat. Way to go, Arya. I love your work. What an overwhelming response. I closed my eyes for a moment as I plopped myself to bed. Good job, Alice. Good job. I look at my web novel again. Resisting the Royal Casanova. Okay. It's not my first work, but I am surprisingly fortunate to be talented in the romance genre. Doesn't automatically mean I'm an expert in dating or relationships still. While I have written for other genres too, I prefer if they'll be interactive and visual rather than be conveyed by words alone. I'm a gamer at heart and will always prefer to write for games than novels. However, I am thankful for the jobs I have right now. I read the comments again and can't help but smile. The reader's eagerness makes me want to write the next chapter right away, but I feel anxious. I feel exhausted. I'm seeing things now. I'm reaching that point where I'm seeing things. And I still have work tomorrow. Until when could I keep up this lifestyle? Despite my hard work, my earnings from my novel were not as high as my day job. I was unfortunate to have ended up with a publisher who didn't pay well, but I wasn't going to let that get me down. Yeah, but sometimes it's like that. I also published novels too. It was for more of a like how would you say it? Juvenile? Would you say juvenile? Like that? It's more like adolescence kind of thing. Yeah, I would was more like that. And my publisher was always like a shitty publisher, sorry to put it like that. Because they would pay me like nothing. It was kind of like horrible. I was considering jumping to another publisher in the hopes of better pay. Because like most of the times, you probably don't know this, but most of the times they only pay you like 10%. Yeah. Unless you are a very recognized person, most of the publishing companies, they only pay you like 10%. It's kind of stupid, but whatever. Until then, I don't want to stop improving my writing skills. And hopefully the day I write for games comes soon. Bringing your story to life in a way I never thought was possible while meeting different types of creatives. How fun the journey would be. I'm still young, I'm going to get there. I stare at the ceiling, letting the silence of the room wash over me. I reach for my phone, then pull my hand back. No messages, of course. I pick up a pillow and hold it to my chest, like that might make the room feel less empty. Eventually the phone is in hand again, social media open, mindlessly scrolling for memes. Until an ad took my attention. A game expo is happening in 2 days. Wait, Game Expo? One of the Otome games I played will display a booth there. I should totally go. I'm sure there'll be a lot of games, exhibits, and activities there. I should contact my best friend. Wait, you are chatting with Holly. Okay. Holly, are you going to the Game Expo in 2 days? They are going to showcase heartstrings. Sorry. Ah. Really? Oh no, I can't file a work leave that day. Enjoy and give my regards to the devs. I will. I'll also fetch you some free merch while I'm at it. You're the best. Anything for you. Guess I'll go alone then. Still, I'm excited. This day is more tiring than usual. It could be because they blocked the company windows. If my shift isn't busy and there are no calls in the queue, I can daydream about my novel while gazing at the cityscape. To take that away from me is like taking my creativity. This one too. I don't know what is that, because all the moments that I worked in customer service in call centers, we didn't even had windows, so it was like bunkers. So it's like, I don't even know what is that. I'm a writer, I need to be inspired. Despite the sun setting for some, the day is just getting started on the city streets. But sometimes it's like this, which is like people actually have luxuries that the other people do not have, and they don't even notice that. Like, she was able to get at least an apartment. Her call center job even has windows. Yeah, girl, you're not that bad. Yeah, I know what it is to be in a worse situation. This calls for an amusement arcade. When I arrive at the arcade place, the area is thriving with youths playing different coin-operated game machines. It's after school, no wonder. The arcade thing. Yeah, we used to have some arcades in here. Nowadays, it's like, we don't even mostly have them, you know. It's just here and there, and it's very hard for you to find them. I should go exercise my body first things first. Sitting for hours can be overwhelming for the body. The DDX Dance arcade machine, which is my primary target, is occupied. However, I think I'm going to have to wait then. The man dancing is swift on his feet, hitting the notes on the metal dance pad despite the fast tempo. He never misses a note, and he dances elegantly despite the challenging song. He finished the level and went down to take a break. I was about to ask him if he's still going to return so that I could play next. However, his figure and body language hid nostalgia, a hair with a familiar shade. Bring back memories of my closest childhood friend.
Huh?
It only took me a moment to realize who it was, my dear friend whom I haven't seen in 8 years.
Chris?
Alice? It really is you! Long time no see!
This is Chris S. Dela Cruz. Dela Cruz. A childhood friend of mine. We were classmates until high school, but he had to transfer to the city due to his parents' work.
Yeah, I still can't believe it's you. How are you doing? Are you staying in the city?
I'm good. Yes, I am staying here. I should ask the same of you. You finally went out your comfort zone, huh?
You only live once.
Why not work online?
It's better working in an actual office than at home. Besides, I want to try living in the city at least once.
So, how is it? Are you working now?
I'm currently working as a call center agent, and I write my novel on the side too. How about you?
You have 2 jobs? That must be tough.
It kinda depends, especially when you need it to pay bills and all of it. I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah, just until I get the job that I want.
What is it?
I want to write for games.
You're still on that?
Of course. No luck in getting accepted, though.
You did want to become a game writer before. If I knew you were here earlier, I would have been able to help you.
What do you mean?
I used to work as a game producer for Razor Games.
Razor Games? Isn't that the one out of the 2 AAA game companies in the country? Wait, you make games? That's amazing!
Yeah, I was forgetting that you say this as triple A. Yeah, I know what it is. It's just, I was like, how do you say this? And yeah, triple A. Yeah, that's how you say it. Yeah, AAA games are high quality games produced by large, well-known publishers. Yes, that's it. Sometimes it's like, I know the words and it's all in my head, but they just do not come to me because, well, I'm bouncing between one language and thinking about it in another, so it gets like that. It suits him. If I remember right, Chris is a hardcore gamer back then. There's literally no video game he can't win, even Otome games, and he's not even cheating. Even that game he played earlier, playing rhythm games with your body is no joke.
But working in a corporate is tough, even in the creative industry. So, I was stripped off my position after 3 years.
Yeah, like in here is more like... You have two ways. I'm sorry, I'm kind of like talking a lot. Or you go to a corporate in here, and you usually do not get like a really good job. But I mean, at least you know you are paid every month. And you might actually get fired after like 1 year or something because they found another person. There's a lot of people wanting to go to corporates. Or you go to a more like family type of business, and you might actually not get fired and stay in there for a really long time, but you are going to do a lot of things that you don't want to do, which happened to me. A lot of corruption kind of things, if I am being understood. So, it's kind of like that.
That's too bad. They wasted a talent.
Still, if we had met a bit earlier, I could have helped you.
Because, you know, corporates need to be, everything needs to be very organized. And it's not that you don't have corruption in the corporates. Of course you do have a ton. But it doesn't touch everyone. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? If you have like a type of job in there that it's not going to affect you, it's not going to affect you. Family business, because you are only like 4 or 5 people in there. They want to go around things, and you are involved too. And suddenly you are doing some kind of a scheme and seeing yourself kind of in a criminal action. Okay, yeah, it happens a lot, let me tell you.
Well, at least we're reunited now. What have you been up to then?
I'm on my way to creating my own game studio.
A game studio?
I have a few ideas, but I always consider new ones as well.
We really have grown up. Yeah, this is like a thing that I kind of noticed, which is like, for instance, the Americans have more this entrepreneur kind of thing. I noticed that in here we do not have so much that thing. We just want to have like a job where we can just be and gain our money and whatever, you know. And I notice a lot that, especially with the Americans, you do tend to have more like this vision of like this ambition of having like a studio of your own and working for yourselves and thrive in life, and you know, like, I don't know, you do have like this thing, which I am not an ambitious person, so I do not relate to that. Yeah, I don't.
I wish you the best of luck on your startup journey.
Yeah, creating the startups. Yeah, you love that. We do not have so much like that thing in here, honestly. I don't feel it. Of course, you still have people creating startups in here, but I don't feel like it's so common. Most of the people actually end up doing it because they didn't have another way, you know, and they were like, okay, just trying to do something for myself. But it's more that than actually feeling the impulse coming from some kind of like an ambition and a dream and all of it. Yeah, I do not find that.
Thanks. By the way, you mentioned you wanted to be a game writer. Have you tried creating at least a visual novel?
Okay, let's see everything in here. So a visual novel is an interactive game genre that tells a story primarily through text and static or animated images, where players make choices that affect the plot and endings.
I did. Thanks to that, I got a grip of how to write branching stories. However, I can only rely on free art and music online. I can't draw, make music, nor program complex game mechanics.
But what if you had a team handling that?
That'd be a dream come true.
Then, how about I offer you to join my startup?
Huh?
So I think we're getting the trailer, a brand new Otome visual novel, Otome. You say Otome, but it's Otome. It's the right way to say it in Japanese.
I want to write for games.
Want to join my startup?
You're not that bad after all, Grinder.
I'd rather be with a mademoiselle like you.
Thanks for supporting me back then.
Hey,
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 tell us.
Are these two twins or something? I don't know. Those two boys, they seemed like siblings or twins or something. I don't know. It's been an hour since I sat down to write my novel, but I just kept on staring at the blank document. I've been thinking about Chris's offer earlier. He offered me to be a business partner in his company. He said he needs a game writer and designer and believes I have what it takes. I have 100,000 readers after all, and a writing degree at that.
I know deciding won't be easy. That's why I thought of something like a trial before you can decide.
trial?
There's an upcoming game jam in the city that offers a big prize and networking opportunities.
Game jam? What's that?
It's an event where people make a video game in a limited amount of time, usually in the form of competitions. A theme is usually given, so this can not only promote creativity and networking, but also innovation.
That sounds fun.
We'll test our capabilities and team compatibility there. Then, you can decide if you want to take the risk of becoming a co-founder. It doesn't cost anything but our time, so you can think of it as a trial to see if our team will work out. How does that sound?
Let me think of it first.
Chris is currently on the quest to scout other business partners from the music, art, and game development industries. Naturally, he intends to pick only the best talents. It's a tempting offer, but I also have to consider the fact that starting a business is a huge risk, and not all ventures are guaranteed to be successful. Game companies are no exception, especially having a competitive market. I took a deep breath and leaned back on my chair, trying to weigh the pros and cons. I have a passion for writing and games, and this opportunity might be a way to merge those two passions. But then it's risky. On the other hand, I have my stable day job and my writing career to consider, but then it's not what I truly want. It's a difficult decision to make, but I know that I need to carefully think it through before making any hasty decisions. I opened the browser on my laptop and searched for Chris Sylvan. He apparently changed his last name since his parents' divorce. It also explains why I couldn't find him on social media back then. My jaw almost dropped at the several relevant searches that appeared. Chris even has a wiki? All of his information is there, but mostly related to Razer Games stuff. I opened a referenced article from a renowned game press. Chris Sylvan is a game producer from Razer Games and the brain behind the remote game series that racked up over 30 million downloads on Steam. Not Steam, but yeah, it can be Steam. He also worked with Resident Petville, jamming notes, and other minor renowned projects. Petville, I say Petville, sorry. That's like, as I say, it's like I'm reading it raw and then I see, oh wait, it's not like that. With players and critics rating the newest titles with an average of 9.8, you say point right, 9.8 on 10. On the site, we interviewed Chris Sylvan on how he did it. What? The Star Game producer. Remote wins Best Horror Game at the Game Awards. 30 million downloads. I continued to search for other sources and found the same thing. He's already established in the industry and has a solid track record of successful projects under his belt. How could they let go of this fantastic talent? If my friend is this competitive, then the game jam might be worth the shot, right? You've come a long way, Chris. I knew you'll succeed. I was taken aback when I heard my phone ring.
Hello?
Alice?
Hey, Chris. You're still awake?
Yeah. Did you get home safely?
Yes, thank you for asking.
Okay. I just called to check up on you.
Oh, thanks. Hey, I didn't know you were a big shot. You were all over the internet when I searched your name.
I didn't want to brag.
Humble as always. I'm proud of you, Chris.
Alice,
Yeah?
I'm glad to meet you again.
Same here.
I hope you're thinking about my offer.
I need to think it through. Even if you say I don't need to contribute financially, business is a serious topic.
That's alright. But how about the game jam?
Actually...
The Game Jam event runs in the span of 13 days, however the game development part only runs in 7. I was told that we can make the game remotely, so there won't be much problems to my side as long as I file a work leave for certain days. But our leaves are unpaid and I need to pay rent soon. On the other hand, Chris plans on splitting up the cash reward if we win with the game jam. Will I be able to risk a few days? Well, let's put it like this, which is I probably wouldn't do it, but if it's something that we are talking about her and what she wants and what she loves to do and what she desires for her life. So yeah, of course she's going to join the game jam first. And the thing with the call center, being a call center agent, is that you can get that type of job anywhere and anytime. Honestly, that's the thing,
I think
right?
it's a great opportunity to join you in the game jam first. After that, let's see where it takes us from there.
After seeing Chris' credentials, I couldn't say no to the game jam at the very least.
That's great to hear. I think we're going to make a great team.
I agreed with him and we continued talking about our plans for the game jam and the future of the company. I may not be fully committed to the business plan yet, but I got to start at somewhere. The future was looking bright and I was excited to see where this journey would take us. I'm finally here. Today I'm attending the Game Expo. A variety of things are being displayed, including game companies showcasing their games, hardware booths, esports competitions, and cosplay. Cosplay is when people dress up as characters from anime, games, movies, or other media, often for fun, events, or creative expression. Yes. Each stall has its own unique themes and demonstrations, and even indie games companies are here. Some are even selling game merchandise, while others are giving out freebies when you try out their game. Wow, there are a lot of people here too. I need to find the booth I'm looking for. I can't wait to see my favorite husbandos. As I was making my way, I stumbled upon a booth for a MMORPG. Do I really need to I think most people that are playing these games know what all of this means. I don't know, I presume. Yes, massive multiplayer online role-playing game is a genre of online video games where a large number of players interact with each other in a virtual world, typically with a focus on character customization, leveling up, and completing quests or missions. It means that, whatever, if I'm looking for an action-adventure game, this is my go-to. I took a photo of the booth and realized that the person next to me was doing the same thing. I smiled at the stranger, ecstatic to meet a fellow player. I smiled at him, but he only looked away and continued capturing photos from his phone. I'm sure he saw me smile. On the tarpaulin posted on the tarpaulin. I don't know if I recognize this word. Tarpaulin post on the wall. There is a QR code printed with a text below saying, "Scan this code to get a free legendary weapon." Wow, I'm definitely getting these. It takes so long to grind to get these weapons. Yeah, grinding is another thing. It refers to repetitive and often tedious gameplay loop of repeatedly performing specific actions such as killing enemies or completing quests in order to gain experience points, level up, or acquire in-game rewards. You know what we're talking about. You, players of Warcraft, you know.
That's it? I already got them all.
I can't help but hear what the person next to me is saying, and I immediately became interested.
Whoa! You have all the legendary weapons? How long did it take for you to grind?
Grind?
Is there something wrong with what I said?
I purchased them.
Yeah, you also have that. You also have that.
What?
So what?
It took me 4 months just to get one. Are you a pay-to-win gamer?
I gotta tell you, yeah. I haven't been playing MMORPGs in a really, really long time. But you always feel, as a free-to-play, more type of kind of person, you always feel like it's so unfair that other people just go in there and pay for everything, get on top of you, and in terms of the ranking, not on top of you on other matters. In terms of rankings, just because they are paying, you know, it hurts a bit, you know, and that's why there are games that do not accept that, because it's unfair, you know, it's very unfair. So pay to win is a model in video games where players can gain advantage over others by spending real money to acquire in-game items or upgrades that are otherwise difficult or impossible to obtain through regular gameplay.
Is there a problem with that?
It depends, dudes. I mean, when we are getting ourselves into that type of game, we know that the pay to win are always going to be above us, so yeah.
You didn't even grind on this?
Nope.
Wow. Your items at least gotta mean something.
Developers need money too.
True, no one is saying no to that.
That's true, but do you participate in PvP events?
Oh my god, all of these... I at least know all of them, so for me it's like, yeah. Player versus player. A type of video game in which one person plays against another.
Why would I not?
What? But isn't that unfair for some? You're sweeping the people who actually care to grind and complete quests.
Yes, Alice. I understand you. I feel the same.
Smashing those peasants is fun.
Yeah.
What? Peasants?
Look, I don't care. It's not my fault you're broke.
Fight back.
I just want to play with meaning.
He's correct that I'm broke though.
Then a pay-to-win gamer plays uselessly? Is that your point?
It just takes advantage, as they say, and it is just like that. But I mean, if you got yourself into a game that allowed it, you knew what you were sawing, you know, you knew what you would end up with, you know.
No, but it feels like you're cheating.
But the truth is, those they are more into like the free-to-play kind of thing. They can be more fair, but you always have some kind of modding and cheating on them going anywhere. Anyway, so there's also that, you know, so whatever. You will always have like someone like hacking and doing things. I get he has a point, but it still pisses me off when people get their way in games like that. Imagine battling a pay-to-win gamer in a players versus player event. It feels like those players are legally cheating. Well, it's the game's fault in the first place. I shouldn't beat myself because of this. Yes, that's what I was saying. I mean, you knew when you got into the game that you would have that situation, so instead I need to focus on my goals. The Otome booth is what I came here for. Excitement filled me to the bone when I arrived at the booth. All of my favorite characters' life-sized cardboard cutouts were there.
Zach! Oh my! I love you so much!
I have my favorites too, but I am not like that. I'm never like that. I don't know how to put it. I cannot stop thinking of like they are just 2D characters, fictional. I don't know how to put, like, I can love them, but I cannot stop thinking about like they are not real. You know, it's like I can never go into like a fan type of situation like this. Yeah, this is heaven. Otome games are the best. I took pictures with the cardboard cutouts and had fun chatting with the staff. I wish I could make a game with my character's cardboard cutouts here too. If I accept Chris' offer, will I be one step closer to my dreams? Wait, will he even let me make an Otome game? I should ask him sometime. Next up, I should visit the esports area. I'm so used to have like E and then you have like the space sports, and that's why I was like esports. Yeah. I walked towards the esports area, feeling the energy and excitement in the air. People were cheering for their favorite players and teams, and the sound of mouse clicks and keyboards tapping filling the air. Ragnarok, okay. The atmosphere was electric, and I could feel the passion and excitement that these players had for the games they were playing. As I walked around the area, I couldn't help but think about how amazing it would be to be part of this world. But only, of course, to have your games be played in competition. These MOBA games have their own storyline too. You know, I am not a big fan of MOBA though. I am not. So Multiplayer Online Battle Arena is a subgenre of strategy video games in which two teams of players compete against each other on a predefined battlefield, and you usually have like some kind of a flag that you need to catch, okay? That's like the way the MOBA works. I am not a big fan of MOBAs, and I usually do not play MOBAs. The game being played is a Multiplayer Online Battle Arena game, which I'm not really used to playing. However, I do know how to play one, and this one particular gamer caught my attention. His hands and coordination were fast and accurate enough not to miss any opening the enemy has. He's playing in real time, but his every move is calculated as if he figured out the enemy's movements. He can kill his enemies without his health decreasing. He's really good at this. Other people are also watching him. Looks like we have a finalist here. The match finally ended and they won. I knew it. He slips off his mask and takes a quick drink. Wait, isn't that? He's wearing different clothes, but it's no doubt that that's the paint. But it's no doubt that's okay. But it's no doubt that's the pay-to-win gamer earlier. I was like, the sentence was not sounding great to me. Okay. He looked in my direction until our eyes met. I gave him a thumbs up with an impressive look while raising my left eyebrow. Yeah, that's why I was saying that they are probably like twins or siblings or something. I don't know. He and his team left afterward. What was that? Did he just smile at me? That's not a smug face, is it? It looked sincere. It's like he suddenly became a different person. What just happened? Never mind, there's something I still need to check. While walking, I found a booth with the game Remote on it. That's the game Chris produced when he was still at Razer Games. They are showcasing the game demo with a virtual reality headset. That's cool. I wonder what Chris will feel if he sees this booth.
I heard the producer of this game resigned.
Resigned? That's what they said?
Is there something funny in what I said?
No, sorry. It's nothing.
I might get Chris in trouble or something if I push it further.
And by the way, it's 37 degrees outside. Isn't it a bit warm for all that fur?
Yeah, 37 degrees Celsius would be very warm. Yeah.
It's all about aesthetics, my friend. I don't mind a little sweat if it means I look good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, he has like a wool shirt, whatever, how you call it. It's not coming, whatever. So it's, yeah, it's a bit too much.
Ah, I see. Well, to each their own, I suppose.
On the booth, a girl just finished playing the demo. She looks terrified.
I wonder what the future of this game will be.
Do you play this game?
Yeah. How about you?
I don't play horror games.
I don't play horror games either. No, not me. No. I am not the biggest fan of horror. You know, like, even like the theater and all of it. I go sometimes, but I'm not... I don't know, I'm just not the biggest fan, you know.
That's too bad. It's one of the best horror games in existence.
I think it has to do with the thing that I was telling you about. It's the same thing with the characters. I love to play these games. But I am the logical type of person. And so I start seeing, like, it's fantasy and all of it is the same thing. I start seeing things in a very logical way, and then it doesn't get to me seeing certain things that do not feel like logical. And then I don't like it. Then I just feel like I don't like it, you know. It's your logical mind that starts acting there. I didn't know it was that good. I only heard of it, but never really played it.
Then I'll check it out.
I asked the facilitator to let me try the demo, but I admit I'm nervous in playing a horror game. I don't like playing them, especially on virtual reality where everything feels real. I then wore the VR equipment.
I'm ready.
Good luck.
The game started like your normal horror game. However, it requires your wits to get into the end. The game is designed masterfully, yeah. Truly the work of a genius. After a few moments,
I'm stuck!
I got locked up in a room in the game and couldn't figure out how to get out. The music kept increasing the volume and tension, indicating that the enemy was coming near. Do it yourself. Let's. I mean, maybe we should to get like one of the guys. I kind of want to do it myself. I won't let myself be defeated. I scrutinized the room. Something was shining on the box, a usual indicator of hints regarding video games. I opened it and managed to get the key. I knew I could do it. However, before I get to open the door, the music had already stopped. I almost dropped the VR equipment. After the jump scare. I hurriedly took off the VR glasses and realized what I'd done. Oh, he doesn't stop laughing if I don't click the button. Look. He's still laughing.
That was scary!
And embarrassing, really?
I know, right? But the look on your face when you screamed. Epic, man. Epic.
I'm already traumatized here, yet you're laughing?
Sorry. That was rude of me.
Remote, huh? Chris sure did a good job on this game.
Indeed. It looks like you don't play them often.
I only like watching people play them.
Hooray to the streamers. They love people watching them.
Yeah, I am more the type of person I love to watch other people playing. Yeah, I love that. Since a kid, honestly, I've been like that. I think it's because I watched a lot of my brother playing video games, and it just was something that was carried inside of me. You know, most of the times I prefer to just see other people playing than actually be playing myself. It also goes along with the thing of not being very ambitious, so I'm not a very competitive type of person, and that's why I prefer to just see the other people playing, you know.
Seeing other people's reactions is entertaining.
I know, right? Unfortunately, though, it can be tough for them too. They have to make the stream entertaining enough for the viewers to stay watching.
Oh yeah, in terms of streaming, yes, that is true. Yeah.
They have to communicate with their viewers, grant requests, set up stream schedules.
Yeah, it's not easy. And especially like dealing with the community in itself, because there's always someone that it's not happy about something, and it's very hard to deal with.
It's a lot of work.
Sounds like you're one of them.
Who knows?
The man hurriedly looked at his phone.
I gotta go. See you around, mademoiselle.
He waved goodbye, then left. I'm meeting a lot of interesting people today. I wonder if Chris already saw this booth. Wait, is he even here? I forgot to ask him. It's a call from Chris. What a great timing.
Chris!
Where are you?
I'm at the Game Expo. Would you like to come here?
I knew you'd be here.
What? You're here? Where are you?
I think I need to take the asthma thing. It's getting into me.
Indie game section.
Coming.
Of course he'll be here. He's a game developer. What am I thinking?
Alice! Over here!
What are you doing here?
See this section? If we continue the startup, we can display a booth here. Can you imagine it?
The thing about these games is that most of these games, like, they are doing the right thing. Okay, they are doing the right thing. It's just that I always feel like they are so young, and I am old by now. So it's always like that thing of like, yeah, it's like I feel like I am dating kids. I don't know how to put it, but yeah, so it's I love to play Otome games and all of it, and all of it. But most of the times I really feel like this, like it feels like you're kind of like in a virtual way. You're kind of like dating kids. When you reach my age, you know, it feels like that. I looked at Chris to see his expression. He seems excited, but I don't know if that's only a facade because I'm here. I'm in my 40s. Okay, I'm in my 40s. Yeah, they're very advanced already. So yeah, I kind of feel like they are all very kids-like. Which is normal. I mean, Otome is supposed to be designed for maidens. And I'm no maiden at all by this age, okay?
Chris, your game's booth was over there. Did you visit it?
Yeah. I went to say hi to the people stationed there.
Are you alright?
Why would I not be?
Seeing your game in different hands without you, is it not heartbreaking?
You sure know how to read me, Alice.
It is, but it's also like, how should I put it? I cannot talk about games. I can only talk about, like, for instance, writing a novel and see it like in other person's hands, because it doesn't belong to you anymore. But it's like giving birth. Okay, it's like you gave birth to that, and you need to kind of like put in your head that now it has a life of its own, you know?
Of course.
I've always known Chris as the outgoing and joyful type, but I also know when he hides his feelings like this.
Alice, if there's one game you wanted to make, what would it be?
Oh, she wants to... anything you want to make. This would actually be more getting into this boy, if you say this. But the truth is, what she really wants to do is Otome games.
Otome!
Right. What's the point of even asking?
If I join, will we be able to make one?
As long as there's a market, it's possible.
Now, I just need to see your business partners and join the game jam to finalize my decision.
You're really considering it? That alone makes me happy.
Of course, you're my friend. I trust you.
Thanks for believing in me.
This is tiring. I just want to go home and finish my chapter already.
Thank you for calling customer service. This is Merida. How can I help you?
Yeah. I believe my brother called the other day regarding our payment.
I see. Let me pull up his record so I can check it for you. What's your brother's name?
Soma Shin.
And I'm speaking to...
Sosuke Shin. His brother.
All right. Give me one moment, please, while I pull up his record here.
Thank you.
After pulling up the record, I realized this was the ticket I created for the guy who rented on me the other day. Yeah, what I'm seeing is, because I'm recognizing the names, it's actually the two boys we just met. One of our callers, and now it's the other one. Funny, right?
Ah, yes. I was the agent he talked to. Upon checking here, sir, you still haven't paid your remaining arrears yet. That's why the system shows a remaining balance.
After paying that, will our internet automatically return?
Yes, sir. It's automated. I also did tell your brother about it.
Is that so? I wonder why we still need to have this conversation.
True, he was frustrated. True, he got disconnected of his service. He wasn't disconnected, and he was frustrated.
He was frustrated at the time, so I understand if he forgot to tell you about it.
I see. That's most likely. He tends to get grumpy when he's frustrated.
Finally, a caller that understands.
I apologize for whatever negative my brother said. Unfortunately, he tends to have a bad mouth and temper.
What an angel.
No worries, sir. Is there anything else I can help you with?
It is actually...
Thank you for being honest, Merida.
When you work in this type of industry, it is actually satisfying. I like the customer service. I'm just not so much into calls. Okay, I think most people prefer to be behind a phone But I am actually quite the opposite. I love the customer service, but I prefer to be in front of the person because for me it's easier. I can see the reactions, it's easier for me. But there's also like this really cool relief inside of you when you actually see that you are able to aid that person. It's kind of like rewarding. I don't know how to put it. And the call ended. That was a great call.
Chris?
Are you free today?
Yeah, what's up?
I want you to meet someone.
When I spotted Chris sitting inside a cafe with someone, I immediately recognized the person he's with.
Remote guy?
You're... Mademoiselle.
You know each other?
Yeah, by these names. Can you guess it? Yeah.
We met at the Game Expo. We both played your game remote there.
Really? What did you think of it?
It was nerve-wracking.
He probably remembered that embarrassing moment.
I died, but it was worth the shot.
That's too bad. You can always replay it online.
Oh, but we haven't been formally introduced.
What are you doing here?
Alice, I want you to meet Harry Dominic Claude.
Call me Harry for short.
Alice Rodriguez. Just call me Alice.
We shook hands.
He's our artist.
What?
He's our new prospect business partner.
That's amazing. But
Hmm?
I thought you were a streamer or something.
Oh, that was a joke.
Okay, maybe 10 more minutes. And I'm going to cut it for a bit because I think I need to take my medicine too for the asthma.
If you say so. To come to an agreement with Chris, you must be competent. Welcome to the team, Harry.
Chris told me of you as well.
What did you tell him, Chris?
Judging from that smile, I sure hope he doesn't exaggerate my image to him.
So, what's your story?
I was used to constantly drawing still illustrations. I've always wanted to make them come alive through games and animation.
In a startup?
Chris is a promising CEO and game producer. I loved his game Remote, remember?
I don't think they needed to put these type of references, but I mean, it's because most people, I think, I don't know, you tell me, but I think most people know about these references. I don't know. Is the highest ranking person in a company responsible for making major decisions and leading to the overall direction of the business.
Right, but in terms of stability...
I'll manage. I'd like to see how this thing turns out. Besides, since you're here, it'll make me want to stay more.
Oh? He asked for my hand, then kissed it, to which I was taken aback.
All right, that's enough. Flirting in a workplace will be a bad idea.
Do you intend to implement that rule, Chris?
It has negative effects.
Oh, how about I flirt outside of the office?
Well, love can't be entirely stopped, but it can still affect the workplace. Just make sure it doesn't.
Got it. Then I'll do it outside.
Then Harry winked at me.
I'd prefer if you ban it, Chris.
Don't break our hearts, Alice.
What?
I won't ban it. As long as we respect each other, that's all that matters.
Me and Harry nodded in agreement. Not like I wanted to date someone from our company, though.
Chris, how did you meet him?
I decided to change the topic.
I've been following his social media for a long time. I figured he'd be the perfect candidate because of his knowledge of different art styles and techniques.
He was persistent, and as a fan of his works, I couldn't ignore him.
So you're both fans of each other?
They high-fived in agreement. As expected of Chris, I can't wait to search this man up on the internet. This is kind of like... this is also like the new thing that we have with like everyone is searching for each other on the internet. I don't know, honestly.
We'll just have to wait for this game jam Chris is talking about.
Oh, right. When's this game jam?
In 3 weeks.
What?
That soon?
That's why you should study all the pointers I gave you. The theme is going to be announced on the opening day.
Okay, maybe I'll stay in here for a bit and then I'll come back. So I'll have to request a week leave to focus on the jam.